Pat and AJ post-show video for Thursday. It's 15th of September. It's payday.
I literally locked myself in the house yesterday to stay away from all of the Trump traffic in Flint.
That is right. Yesterday, we had another presidential nominee roll through mid-Michigan to check out the Flint water crisis. This time on the Republican side of things, it was Donald Trump.
I was kind of bummed that none of his stuff was open to the public. I would have liked to have gone.
It was a quick pop into the Flint water plant itself to see it, and then he wanted to swing by a church, and I guess he stopped by United Bethel Methodist Church.
I love all of these politicians stopping by the Flint water plant. Like, they need to look things over.
They want to look like,
well, I would have done this differently.
Here's my thing.
It's so funny that they all want a tour of it. Like you could have helped.
Like, what do you know about it? Like, you're looking at it and go, okay.
I couldn't tell you the first thing about water treatment. So weird. So weird they all want a tour.
But once again, as I said on the air, I'm like, this is not a Democrat issue. It's not a Republican issue.
It's a people issue.
Not a libertarian issue. It's not a black, white. It's people. It's human. Okay. So I love keeping the spotlight on the Flint water crisis.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the headline that came out was not about the Flint water crisis. It was instead about a pastor who had to scold Donald when he went off message. Here, check it out.
Just like she's failed on foreign policy. Everything she touched didn't work out. Nothing. Now Hillary Clinton.
Mr. Trump, I invited you here to thank us for what we've done in Flint,
okay.
Not to give a political speech.
Okay, that's good. Then I'm going to go back onto Flint. Okay.
Now, hold on before half of you start yelling, because that's what happens.
50% will yell.
50% of you just said, well, but another thing.
You got to give her credit. She was very polite.
The pastor did also...
She scolded the audience.
She scolded her own church members because some of them were interrupting with comments and questions.
She came out from behind the curtain and put her hand up at people that were speaking out of turn.
And she simply told her own followers, she goes, look, he's a guest in our church and we will treat him with the respect that we treat all guests. So, one thing, growing up Catholic, I know that whoever wears the collar...
You listen. When the pastor talks, you listen.
The rule, that they have the rule of everything. But second off, I wanted to talk about... people not being able to help themselves because...
Well, with that clip, the first thing I said was, wow, it's kind of nice to see a politician, who really all they do is talk about how great they are.
Yeah, right.
And, a politician be submissive to somebody else. Like, he was like, oh, okay, okay. That changed overnight.
Submissive to a point. Unfortunately, this morning, the Donald then went on TV to slam the pastor, saying that he could tell something was up and she was a nervous mess. And so basically he thinks that she premeditated a scolding of him.
Well, because a lot of people say, well, if you invite a politician anywhere, whether it's a church or a school, you have to expect them to give a stump speech.
Now,
which I get, but...
I'm going to refute that because I've gone to all things with the Flint water crisis and politicians. I attended a panel at a church with Bernie Sanders.
That was open to the public.
That was open to the public. I attended it. And Bernie actually listened more than he talked. And at the time, he was...
Amazing for a politician.
Yeah, he didn't even bring up his opponent at the time, who was Hillary Clinton. So that's more the smarter way to find out about the Flint water crisis. Because, look, we all know why you're coming here. Whether you're a Republican...
For all the politicians, it's a
whether you're a Democrat, an independent, we know why you're here.
The funny thing about him slamming this pastor the day after is it's totally like, you get in a fight with somebody.
Hey, you stew about it, right?
At the moment, you are almost so riled up you don't know what to say, and then a day later you're like, and another thing!
Oh, yeah!
You think of all these great comebacks the next day.
It's like when you get into an argument with your significant other or something. So listen, that's what I'm going to say. Listen. You can learn a lot if you listen.
Listen, Pat has a hard time listening too.
I do.
Pat says things he shouldn't say.
I do.
Because he doesn't listen and he can't help himself.
Sorry.
But, you're a great person when you listen. So try it.
Are you campaigning for something all of a sudden? She's kissing babies next.
I'm going to solve the Flint water crisis. No.
Yeah, you're going to go on a tour of the plant.
Let me see the water. That's not good water.
Yeah. Click on the button below down there. I want you to subscribe to the Cars 108 YouTube channel, and we will not scold you. Okay.
No.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.